Hi there, I'm Linda Schnurr, owner of Design Catalyst, formerly CPI, Interior Design Consultants. Welcome to my free online video training. Does your home look more builder grade than stylish? You will learn why you should upgrade your existing home, tips for planning and implementing your upgrade list, and a variety of design ideas to inspire you in mapping out your remodel projects. Let's begin. There are many reasons to upgrade your existing home, such as have it look and feel like a brand new one. Does your home still have the original hardware and interior fitments that it was built with, making it feel dated and doesn't reflect your design style? Perhaps you love your existing home and are looking to restore the original character while integrating modern features. Or maybe it looks dated and needs replacement maintenance. Maybe you're renting and want to make small investments to uplift the look of your home for your enjoyment. Another reason is to save in moving expenses. By the time you calculated realtor fees, land transfer taxes, utility hookups, hiring movers, there is likely a good reason for staying put and uplifting your existing home. Certain upgrades can add monetary value to your home over a long period of time and increase your personal enjoyment and convenience. Another reason to upgrade is to correct the floor plan layout or create more space in the existing footprint. Is your family growing and pushing the space limits of your current home? Maybe you can make better use of your existing space by integrating flexible living spaces that can be adapted as your everyday needs change. Or you can condense existing spaces into a smaller footprint. Maybe you have an old vacant garage that you can convert into a living space. Another reason is to improve energy efficiency to save money. Progressive design and green building science and technology is driving significant changes to improve the energy performance of homes, appliances, and equipment to reduce. Alright, so I put together some tips for planning your upgrade list. So let's begin. Sit down with your family and create a dream list of what you need and what you would like your house to include. Each person's situation is different. You may choose to gut and renovate all at once or undertake smaller to mid-sized projects as your personal budget allows. Identify what you can either accomplish through do-it-yourself projects or through a hired professional. Most importantly, assign a cost estimate to each mini project to allow you to budget accordingly. Mini projects can save you time and resources when planned with long-term vision by allowing you to plan for overlapping design needs. For example, if you plan on expanding your family with children, you would avoid knocking out that spare third bedroom. Remember that you have a budget and that you may not be able to afford all of the wants you would like. So prioritize your list by personal importance. Also, be flexible in the scope of work for each item. For example, you might like to install a wall treatment from floor to ceiling, but partially covering the wall would create a similar effect at a lower cost. A short-term design vision is useful if you plan on selling and moving in 3 to 5 years. Look to smaller investments and upgrades that will allow you to recoup your costs. Select finishes and classic designs that will appeal to a wide range of buyers. For example, it is very unlikely that you will recoup all of a $30,000 investment on a new kitchen. Instead, look at one impactful visual upgrade in an existing kitchen using a smaller budget of $50,000. Blend into the local neighborhood design style and standard. For example, a home that stands out with an enormous second floor addition might turn off potential buyers in the future. If you are looking to gut and undertake a major remodel, seek out professional advice to see if your home can support your ideas. and to find and fix trouble spots before you invest time and effort. Finally, even with your upgrade list complete, they are still only lines on paper. It's easy to tell yourself that it's not the perfect time. Don't procrastinate. Get started on one thing on your upgrade list. Once you begin to see your accomplishments, it will create the momentum and the drive you need to continue working down your project list. Okay, so now I want to talk about planning and implementation. The key to creating a great looking home with new upgrades is to seamlessly blend them in with existing architectural features. We use existing building systems as much as possible to guide you in planning the new features with minimal disruption to your home. When the scope of work increases or you are undertaking a large remodel, use the elements and principles of interior design to help guide you in new design choices. If you need a refresher or are unfamiliar with them, you can watch my YouTube video, Introduction to Interior Design, to learn more about them. Save yourself money, frustration, and time by taking on detailed planning and tracking the project. Use a renovation checklist to make sure you don't forget about anything. It will help you to stay on top of material and labor costs and to efficiently time the coordination of work completed by trades. So let's continue on. I want to give you just a general outline of the rest of the video training. So in Chapter 1, I'm going to talk about standard features that can serve as a starting point for upgrading if you're unsure of where to begin. In Chapter 2, I've rounded up a list of upgrades that add and return their value, common reasons to upgrade with examples, and affordable and flexible upgrade ideas for rental units. Then there are some upgrades that are not advisable for different reasons, and I'll cover those in Chapter 3. Alright, so let's begin with Chapter 1, Common Standard Features to Upgrade. You know that your home could be more stylish than what it is. You might be overwhelmed with all the possibilities. To help get you started on ways to uplift the look of your home, begin with improving on standard interior features that reflect your personal style and budget. The key is not to get overwhelmed and do it all at once, where you will likely give up and actually achieve nothing. Go through the list below and prioritize what needs to be uplifted. Take your time and research materials like quality. Choose quality over a low price tag, as these materials will endure and perform how you expect them to, rather than becoming worn down quickly or failing to deliver on performance. So the first one is flooring. The second is wall treatments. Third is interior trims. Fourth is wood refinishing. 5 is general lighting. And 6 is hardware. So I'm going to continue on and go a little bit more in depth into each one. Maybe you have existing vinyl sheet flooring in your kitchen, bath, and laundry. Affordable replacements include peel and stick tiles, plywood cut into large format tile sizes or planks, and then protecting them with a high sheen finish for a sleek modern feel. And it still allows the texture of the grain to show through. You can recover the existing vinyl sheet with updated vinyl sheeted flooring in a current pattern. You can also paint over the existing vinyl sheet flooring for an instant and easy update. You can also replace it with ceramic or porcelain tile for a hard surface that will last many, many years. Hardwoods in living and dining room floors reduce the demand for new wood products by giving a new life to reclaimed wood. It's filled with vintage character and you'll save money. In the case of rolled carpeting in bedrooms, there are many different types and grades of carpet. Consider the type of expected traffic And select a grade of carpet that works best for your room's use and your budget. Consider new carpet products that offer a layered color effect and soft texture, patterns that offer a sculpted dimensional effect. Or you can go simple and plain in style and use a Berber type carpet. One of the most impactful, easiest, and affordable ways to change the ambiance of a room is to apply a wall treatment. Painting wall surfaces is the easiest and most affordable. For example, paint the walls of a space one matching color for a unified look, or add feeling of energy and fun by introducing a large geometric pattern, or create a focal point of a room by highlighting a section of wall with paint in a contrasting color. Perhaps you are looking to introduce pattern and painting would be far too labor-intensive. Look to install an upgraded finish like wallpaper. There are many, many different patterns and colors available, and you're sure to find one that you love. Perhaps you have a favorite photograph that offers a feeling of depth and perspective. Consider having it transferred onto vinyl film for hanging. Or maybe you're looking to add warmth. If so, consider hanging repurposed wood planks. For a creative, dynamic look and feel, hang overlapping panels to create layers of dimension. Dress up your interior walls with affordable interior trims. It's a simple and inexpensive way to add a touch of character to any space. You can begin small by updating baseboards, door and window casings, and crown molding. A crown trim helps to define a space with simple, clean lines. Create unity by using window and door trim to echo the details found in the crown molding. Or take it a step further and add other types of interior trim like panel moldings, chair and picture rails to dress up a plain wall, space, or furniture. For example, divide up a long wall with vertical trim and create a focal by painting up the center section a different color. Rather than using pricey wood, design faux paneling. Use plain boards with bead molding to create dimension. The size of the framing can be adapted to suit the scale of different room sizes. Add simple trim molding to a bank of plain IKEA bookshelves to create a built-in looking piece. There are many trims profiles to choose from to suit your design style and size of space. Find one at your local home building material supplier or combine different moldings to make your own. Hardwood floors lend a timeless beauty and warmth to the space. Over time, they become worn and scuffed. Chances are that you do not have to replace them. You can simply refinish. Refinish scratched and worn wood flooring by hiring a pro. Or, if you're an experienced do-it-yourselfer, it can be done for less than half the cost. It's a dusty and labor-intensive project that has stunning effects on the uplift of a room. In the case of shallow scratches, scuff, sand, and then apply fresh coats of finish. For floors with cracks and holes, it's best to hire a professional who has the skills, experience, and equipment to restore the natural appearance, rather than risking the possibility of devaluing your investment with a botched job. Wood furniture does not have to match wood flooring. Variation in color, pattern, texture, and style is essential to decorating. It keeps things interesting. When it comes to wood finishes, matchy floors and furniture look boring and flat. It's also largely impractical for those of us who don't buy all our decor and furniture in one fell swoop. People are far more likely to cobble together a room over the years, bringing together a mix of inherited, found, and purchased items with a variety of finishes. Use similar undertones, patterns, grains, and a mix of a maximum of 3 types of wood. Don't settle for a plain, boring builder-grade lighting fixture. You can easily add brighter light, personal style, and character into your home when you upgrade your ceiling light with your own kit. It may seem like the entryway, kitchen, and dining room have been the main spaces to use a pendant light. Not anymore. Think bathroom, bedroom, over a desk, and even a laundry room to add an extra decorative touch or to illuminate a task area. There are many creative design options like fabric, woven natural fiber shades, which give off a soft glow, to glass and wire grid shapes that illuminate the brightest. Add extra style by playing with mounting heights and mixing them with unusual objects. For example, repurpose an old ladder above a kitchen island for hanging cookware and interweave in the light fixtures. Whatever style you pick, use a pendant light as a sculptural piece of art that creatively expresses what you love and provides ambient light. Before selecting a light fixture, a ceiling light fixture, consider the following to help you choose the right type and size. Existing natural light levels, the type of activities carried out in the space, the time of day the activities are carried out, the amount of reflective surfaces, the ambiance you want to create, the available open space, and the type of lamp source like LED or fluorescent. Replacing hardware is an affordable and subtle detail to turn a dated or bare-looking cabinet or fixture into one that can be an enduring classic or modern and sophisticated. Take a look at your door and cabinetry hardware. Are they in the standard bright brass finish? If so, is it adding to your decor style, or is it just a dated functional item? Maybe it's time to replace the builder-grade brass for a contemporary sleek satin nickel finish that works with all other metallic finishes. Okay, so now we're on Chapter 2, Upgrade Features. To help you create a personalized building list of upgrades, I've collected a variety of ideas in different levels of investment for your consideration. Let's begin. You might be wondering, what are the top 3 upgrades in adding value to your home? They are front entry door replacement, an exterior wood deck addition, and an attic bedroom addition or renovation. Other projects that add and return their value include exterior landscaping and amenities like adding native plantings, pathways with brick or flagstone, decorative garden containers, new exterior siding, new windows, more living spaces like bedrooms and bathrooms through building additions. Okay. Other projects that add value include barn doors, kitchen and bathroom remodeling like shaker-style cabinetry, look timeless and elegant, farmhouse sinks, subway tiles, quartz countertops that evoke a timeless and natural beauty, granite countertops, frameless showers, which display clean lines, stainless steel kitchen appliances, unique backsplashes that add color and character, craftsman details such as glass windows, oak wood flooring, built-in storage, interior trims such as crown moldings, box beams, wall paneling, columns, banquette seating, window seats, pocket and French doors, grouped windows, warm colors like sage greens, yellows, and beiges, exposed brick walls which add texture and add a feeling of durability and strength, pendant lights for brightening and adding flair, tankless water heaters for energy efficiency, permanent designated outdoor cooking space, for example, like a built-in barbecue with horizontal work surfaces on either side and storage. Then there are upgrades that are not worth the cost of investment. We'll cover those in Chapter 3. The easiest way to hollow out more space about increasing the footprint is to make sure you are using existing spaces to their full potential. Eliminate what you don't use so you can add new features. Demolition is a simple task. However, unexpected building services like rainwater leaders may lurk behind enclosed walls. Seek out professional advice or carve out a small opening to explore what may be hiding in behind. There might be a very good reason why a wall was placed where it was. In some cases, removing old features are impossible or too costly and disruptive. Think about how you can repurpose it for another use. For example, a non-working fireplace would be too costly to demolish. Instead, have it decommissioned and use the mantle for styling a seasonal vignette. Another way to create more space is to implement an open concept space, free of structured walls and underutilized hallways. Instead, creatively divide a large open space by using bookshelves, removable panel systems, or plants that allow light and sight lines through your home. Other examples of creating space within an existing footprint include demolishing a spare bedroom and converting it into a master bedroom or walk-in closet. Master bathroom. Using adaptable furnishings to create flexible spaces for multiple activities. For example, a wall-mounted folding table that could be pulled out for use and folded away when not. Adding a deck or patio as an extension of the indoors. For example, outdoor dining on a deck that extends off a kitchen. An empty closet that can be turned into a home office. Perhaps you have an unfinished basement or attic space. Finishing it will add livable square footage and increase the value of your home. Lastly, and the highest investment option is to build out an addition or adding an extra floor to an existing footprint. Small upgrades that take into account sustainable design principles make a difference in reducing an environmental impact when done collectively and often have little to no cost. Consider selecting furnishings made from renewable or recyclable materials. Plan and select modular furniture that can be reconfigured to meet changing needs. Energy efficient principles to cut down on artificial lighting use. For example, install sun tubes to direct natural light into walled rooms. Use local native materials that are sustainable or use reclaimed materials. Replace old appliances and building systems with solar power generation to increase your comfort at home and lower utility bills. And finally, replace dated lighting, like old can track lighting, with halogen or LED track lighting. Improve your home's aesthetic quality. Use decor tricks to make a big visual impact by upgrading existing standard features with creative customized ideas. It's a budget-friendly way to uplift boring features with your own personality. Look to splurge in one spot that will make a big visual impact, like flooring or walls, to express your style and personality without spending too much money. Next, look to smaller details to dress up the space. Even though they are small, they can be subtly impactful by bringing understated interest in an affordable way. Okay, so continuing on, kitchen upgrades, ideas for upgrading include multiple countertop finishes, maybe granite on the perimeter section and butcher block on a kitchen island, hardwood or porcelain tiled floors, unusual materials on a backsplash that are easy to clean. Remodel a kitchen island for multiple uses like storage, casual dining, and cooking. Additional counter space by adding a pull-out counter. Install an undermount sink, a separate food pantry, and unusual countertop materials like brass, sheet of glass, or butcher block. Bathroom upgrades, you can look at if you have available space, a separate shower with a rain shower head, double sinks, and shower stall. Add a large section of windows to create a strong connection to the outdoors and to allow abundant natural light inside. Or look to create wall openings at interior walls to allow natural light into deeper spaces with no natural light exposure. Add cutout openings in a wall or floor to create a visual connection and add a sense of openness to a small space. Look at creating a feature wall. Define a section of wall either by building it out, painting it a separate color, or using furnishings and decor. Add curves into interior architecture, such as curved archways and hallway ceilings, or select furnishings that mimic the interior architecture within their detailing. Other ways you can improve your home's aesthetic quality: replace an interior drywall partition with one that allows for sight lines through, made from unexpected materials. Look at architectural ceiling treatments when designing your space. You can imitate the look of exposed ceiling beams on a ceiling to make the space feel more welcoming and warm. Add beadboard paneling for a coastal or country feel. Add decorative motifs with trim or paint. Or suspend decorative panels mid-air, which can also be used to bounce sound around the space. Define doorways or areas of a room with larger size casings and additional trim work. It adds interest, and it dresses up plain walls by adding depth, and allows you to create clean breaks between different wall finishes. Or perk up your hallway by painting trim and baseboards a deep blue or black for a classic elegant feel. Eliminate swinging doors by installing a sliding barn door, or repurpose interesting materials like an old shutter. Create visual interest with wainscoting, which comes in many different patterns to suit any style. Beaded board adds a coastal or cottage style, while paneled wainscoting is well suited for a traditional classic decorated space. Use light and shadow to decorate by using different opacities of perforated panels, textiles, and unusual places for light sources. Use decorative panels in wall screens, textured or sculptured lampshades, or install recessed lights in bookshelves to drop light on a sculpture or to add depth. Create cutout wall niches for displaying art and sculptures. Enclose and hide ugly permanent building equipment like radiators with perforated panel boxes, and use the top as a display or work area. Update the look of your staircase with a simple facelift, like replacing the handrail, baluster, and new Create storage solutions for organization. Perhaps you have already decluttered and still need storage space that is easily accessible for your everyday living needs. Consider these ideas. In an existing kitchen, install prefabricated rails and inserts designed to organize dinner and cookware. Mount corkboard inside of a door for writing down grocery lists. Organize and visually harmonize pantry essentials by using pretty storage containers in matching clear glass in similar shapes. Install glass shelves in front of windows to allow natural light to flood in and create space for light items. Build a kitchen island for additional work surface area and storage. Create custom storage solutions with built-ins. For example, use the awkward and empty space underneath stairs for built-in storage. Build custom storage within the risers of stairs. Short on floor space? Look to vertical space by installing upper wall cabinetry or shelving. Install a raised platform underneath the bed for blankets, sheets, clothing, a desk, an extra sleeping area. And finally, look at do-it-yourself custom closet organizers for bedrooms, pantries, and utilities. Okay, so I rounded up some ideas for technology upgrades in your home. The first one is an indoor stack garden. This one's a little further into the future. It's not readily available right now, but it is an idea that is being talked about in the online design community. It takes up little space. It's a temperature and climate-controlled environment, and it allows you to grow your vegetables in your home. Integrating house systems that allow homeowners to access lights, heating, security within a single touchscreen, like audio, video, security, lighting, HVAC, and security cameras. Technology upgrades are looking to improve productivity. Wireless networks increase productivity while maintaining flexible schedules. So people working at home can work inside their home or outside their home. Another idea is to hide your television when not in use. We live in an age where we're always connected, and when we go home, we want to disconnect. So there's a little bit of a trend there to hide your television. Another upgrade is universality, where there's a central system, and it's operated by anyone in the home with a mobile device. That means, your guests come over and they're sleeping in the guest bedroom and it's too cold. They can use their phone to adjust the temperature in the room. Sustainability. Power management systems that eliminate standby power, which is referred to as ground consumption. It integrates renewable energy through solar power that comes off the grid. The next one is energy generating systems that can feed electricity back to the power grid. So we're looking at, for example, solar-powered systems on the roof. And that energy that you don't use goes back onto the grid for your neighbor. And the last one is themed and zoned entertainment rooms. And they're designed with high-quality audio and video output for a variety of activities like a home theater, group gatherings, gaming, and watching sports. All right, upgrades for rentals. Just because you are in a rental doesn't mean you shouldn't or can't improve a boring space into something that makes you happy to be home. You don't have to spend a lot of money either. If you're short on space and budget, look to splurge on smaller details. Invest only in the things that you can replace in your rental and have no problem leaving behind when you move or to take with you to a new home. Don't be afraid to try out bold ideas. Often the worst thing that could happen is that it turns out the way you hadn't expected, in which case you can redo it. It's hard to break stuff if you work on surfaces, and don't touch the plumbing or electrical lines. The key to creating a dramatic change is to focus on interesting and unusual materials, fabrics, and finishes that make standout statements. Other upgrade ideas for rentals include incorporating your family's heritage and culture with decorative motifs and patterns to paint the surfaces. Replan the furniture layout. Sell furnishings and decor that you no longer love or interest you, and use that money towards items that you do love. Shop for vintage, second-hand furniture, decor, or build your own. Craftsmanship and vintage pieces is very, very interesting. Okay, so let's continue on with more upgrades for rentals. Feature walls are simple but high-impact ways to add a dramatic focal point to a space, from shimmering metallic, wallpapers, wood cladding, and simple paint effects. Feature walls can be little bursts of color, pattern, sheen, texture, and shine that can bring your personal style to any room in your home. For example, cut out and layer pretty paper to create a wall of dimensional flowers. It doesn't have to be done all at once. Just like art, take your time and work on it over time. Visually connect your home's interior architecture with furnishings. For example, marry the decorative details, the table edge profile of a table with the edge profile of a countertop. Another example is a shoji screen room divider that mimics the building's window framing. Inject some personality into standard kitchen cabinets by painting fronts or by covering with contact paper. It's a great solution for plain cabinet door fronts. A fun and unexpected idea is to add bright contact paper to the kick of the lower cabinets. Replace existing door pulls with new hardware. Introduce a new backsplash material like peel and stick tiles. Add crown molding to the tops of cabinets to create a faux extension that lends a classical flavor. Uplift a boring tile with cut vinyl decals to make a new pattern from the old one. Add mirrors to doors to add more purpose and make the room feel larger. Integrate a favorite art piece into the interior architecture of your home. For example, hang a mobile sculpture from the ceiling. Build a wall niche to house a sculpture. Install millwork framing around a wall-mounted television or your bathroom mirror. Window treatments allow you to control the amount of light and privacy, but they're also an opportunity to express your decor style. For a tailored, clean look, choose pre-made curtains to coordinate with the room's decor. Or for fun and to express your personality, make your own. For example, maybe you have a neutral and minimal space and want to inject some quirkiness. Glue your favorite image or wallpaper pattern directly to a roller shade, or use your favorite textile and make simple shades. Okay, continuing on with upgrades for rentals. You can look at installing interior trim and paneling. For example, install reclaimed wood paneling on a wall to lend warmth at a minimal cost investment. Fake high baseboards that add a classic, elegant look by installing a separate thin trim higher in the existing base. Then infill the wall between them in the same color as your baseboard. Frame a clipped washer mirror with interior trim. Add trim to flat cabinet door fronts to create depth. Hide radiators by enclosing them with perforated decorative panels and use the top surface for display. Use modular furnishings that can be reconfigured as needs and furniture change. Use adaptable furnishings for creating multiple purpose rooms. Paint color on walls and furniture to give an easy uplift. And finally, make your own one-of-a-kind furniture pieces, like a canopy bed. Hang shower curtain rods from the ceiling above your bed. Alright, so chapter 3, upgrades to avoid. If you plan on living in the same home for many, many years, your selection of upgrades should enhance your everyday living in whatever way you feel is a good fit for you and your family. If you're looking for upgrade projects to increase the value of your home, you also need to know about upgrades to avoid. There are a handful of ones that offer little to no return on investment and will actually deter potential buyers from considering your home. Potential buyers are looking for reasons not to buy, so remove or back away from the following upgrades. Custom-built millwork that is designed to support a hobby or a personal collection of objects is not an upgrade or improvement. Potential buyers likely don't share your specific interest and will view it as something that requires work to remove. Built-in electronics. The value and features of technology change quickly. Potential buyers recognize the short life cycle of modern electronics that typically lasts 3 to 5 years before being replaced by newer state-of-the-art technology. Over-designed basements. No matter how much you invest to improve a basement, it will always be undervalued and underappreciated. Basements are generally viewed as places for occasional living and hanging out. Instead, design a floor plan that creates a flow of activities and use finishes like wallpaper, paint, textiles to liven up a less than inspiring space. High-end kitchen appliances. Kitchen appliances generally last 10 years. During that time, it loses value. Replacement parts become near impossible to find, and new energy-efficient technology is introduced. Why pay $5,000 on an extravagant appliance for 10 years when a good appliance of $2,000 will do? And finally, room conversions that reduce a home to a one-bedroom configuration. The majority of home buyers are looking for a 2 or 3 bedroom home. Eliminating a second bedroom to create a walk-in closet is not considered valuable to many potential buyers. So there you have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope I've provided you with information to help guide you on your interior remodeling project. If you need help with initiating and planning the redesign of your home, watch my YouTube video, 10 Biggest Mistakes You're Making with Design Goals and How You Can Fix Them, which outlines the design process from determining your needs and requirements through to setting up a project schedule. Or, if you feel like you need extra guidance, I do offer 3 coaching packages that vary on the level of support to help guide you in the right direction, to make your home a place that makes you feel happy and healthy. For $125, you'll receive a 1-hour Skype coaching session to give you friendly expert advice to help you work to identify your wishes for creating a unique and stylish and beautiful home, an inspired action plan, PDF files with tips, tricks, and tools to help you in the right direction towards a cohesive solution, and a 10-minute follow-up call. For $297, you'll receive 4 60-minute one-on-one coaching calls. You can either use all calls in 4 weeks, or you can spread them out over 8 weeks. You will receive my support and experience in interior design to help you move forward in realizing your goals and dreams for your home. We will also discuss your progress to keep you accountable and organized, and I'll answer any questions that you have. For $399, you will get a 3-month intensive and personalized one-on-one coaching program. You will receive my support and experience in interior design to help you move forward in realizing your goals and dreams for your home. Learning materials in the form of worksheets to identify your design style, a mood board, an inspired action plan for success, and weekly 1-hour phone calls to discuss your progress and questions. Contact me to learn more or to sign up. You can also contact me to schedule a free 20-minute call to get to know each other and to see if working together is a good fit. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed and benefit from the information. Bye.